which I started on the other stream, and then it got chaotic and I had to leave it very abruptly because my son needed some help with getting things to his school, which I had forgot, and it was super important that it happened now. So now my husband is going there with this thing, and I'm going to try to finish this stream while we still have light outside, because the light goes pretty fast away this time of year. So yes, I'm back to Dagdrömmar, the book which I have been coloring. It's the book, the not the top book, but the next one in order, the one that I have been coloring 36 pages in. And you see, it's still orange, green and orange. And I think I use red now instead of orange, but I still use a lot of green and reddish things. And we were so close to the end of the book when I had to stop streaming to my family. And here I tried background. I think it also was Katrine, always coloring, a tutorial by her that she used a ruler and did lines. So I tried one of those backgrounds on this page. And it seems to be gold watercolor, I think, which I don't use much now, but I used it more before. Okay. So now to my top book. This is the book that I have been coloring most in of all my books. I have been doing 63 pages in Magisk gryning, Magical Dawn by Hanna Karlzon. And the reason is that I decided to follow along this color along called Colorion's Ensemble Magical Dawn, a color along that chooses a page every month to color this book from. Yeah, color. I guess the goal is to color the whole book. So that is my plan. And I realized I liked Hanna Karlzon's books, but I didn't have one particular favorite, and it was easier when someone else chose the page and book. So I started to follow, and this is the book I have been doing most pictures in. And it's also a book with different skill levels. This was released 2016. So I think this page is from 2016. It was... Hello, Pickle. Hello, Jody. Welcome. Yeah, I haven't been streaming for years, and I still don't have the confidence to color on stream, but I thought I was going to start with a video where I show the books where I have colored most pages in. So I started a stream with the books, the first books, the one I have colored 26, 28, and 35, and 36 pages in. But then it had an abrupt ending, so I thought that I was going to try to finish the video in this stream. Hello, Mona. Yes, it was a really long time, I know. So I'm showing the books which I have been coloring the most in, and this is the top one, Magisk gryning. And I started in it in 2016, and as you can see, I tried a pencil background, and it's quite uneven. And this page I actually a lot of times think, so maybe I should redo it or try to make it look better, because it's the first page you see when you open the book. But then again, it's kind of fun to see the progress from then to now. Here are some more recent pages. This was a whip for a long time. I had already started it with a red colored pencil, and then I thought, no, why did I do that? But then it was chosen as the picture of the month for this color along, and I thought, now it's the time to finish it. And I don't often do skins and humans, but when this was chosen as the page of the month, I thought that I'll do it now, and I'm quite pleased of it. especially the owl. I think it's cute. Hello, Emily. Yeah, hello and goodbye. Thank you for what do you say? Say hi. Coming here and say hi. Yeah, that's true, Jody. When you work a lot in a book over years, you can see the progress. Sometimes I really like some of the old pages almost more than my new, but mostly it's the other way around. This, I don't remember when I did this, so it must be quite old. This is one more of the more recent pages, and oh, you can't yeah, you can see it. I remember I started, I had a galaxy inside this jewel, and then I didn't like it, so I changed it. I had dots in it, like stars, and then I didn't like it, so I scraped it off, and well, I'm not sure, but that is how it looks. And this spread is also quite recently done, some months ago, for the color along. Here we have two oldies. I think this was one I did when I first bought the Pitt pens. So I tried to do a page with only Pitt pens, and I wouldn't say that's a very good medium for doing skin in these books. And the hair, it's very sharp areas. I can't speak English very well. As I said when I started the earlier stream, which this is part 2 of, it was a long time since I used my English. I write in English on Instagram all the time, but to speak it is quite different and difficult, I feel. Here, this background, oh, how I worked on this. I wanted it to be gold, but it was really, really hard to get the gold. It's Pitt pens, I think, and maybe I had to buy a acrylic paint in a bottle to cover it because it didn't look good. And I mean, it's still kind of not my favorite page, but I remember I struggled with it back then. This had no background or a start of a background for a long time, but then I decided to just finish it with soft pastels some years ago, because I always stopped on this page and hated it when I saw it, because it was one of those when I started with colored pencils, got bored, and it just was half done. Not even half, just started. And some time ago, Fayan on Instagram spread this trend of this technique of doing a background and then cover the line art with white, which I tried here. I wasn't super good at it, but it was fun trying. And here I wanted to do some other color on the background than I usually use. And I wanted it to work together with this page. Yeah, you can go back to part 1 later. It's some other books and some other pages. And here I tried a bouquet background, and yeah, it took forever. Yes, it took forever. I agree. And the cat, I think I have added these roses and these flowers, which was kind of brave for being me. I think my plan was that it should go well together with this page. The BCB is carrying around crystals and the heart, and I actually, yeah, I didn't like this part of this picture. I think it looked really obscene. Now I have changed it a bit. From the start, I thought it looked, for some reason, I started to obsess about that detail. But then I had already finished it and published a picture on Instagram, and I was like, well, so I just tried to, I don't know, darken it up a bit here and there. And this page, I don't remember much about it because it was some time ago. But as you can see, this page is super, super messy. So when I will do this page, I have to try to erase the smudge and then maybe use opaque color pencils and stuff to cover it up. And this was the first one I did on the between. It was I did this. Sorry, this was I did first this and then I did that, and I tried to match the colors as much as possible in this. And I went over the lines with. I think it was. Yeah, it was some acrylic paint pens. So mostly I don't have the patience to do that, but I remember I did it on this one, and I remember it because it was it was not a long time ago. And another page I probably did for this color long that chooses a page every month in this book. And I don't really like this. I don't like the waterfall effect, or what we should call it. I think it's distracting, but now I have done it and I worked so hard with it, so I think it can't look like it can look like this. I don't think I have the patience to go in and change it. And these was pages I liked really, really much when I did them, and after I was like, I don't like them as much anymore, especially the houses, the color of the houses, this moss green. I'm more happy with this page than this. And I was inspired by Fayen again and tried to do a swirl. And here a spread that I am constantly thinking of redoing. At least I was thinking of doing it more bluish in the backs of them. Because it's a little bit blue here, but it's the only part of the picture that's blue. And because it looks so, I don't know, everything looks the same. And I had a problem because I don't remember why, but I used something that made it super hard to color on top of it. And after some time, it was really, really hard. So now it's almost impossible to add anything else than maybe acrylics. But I let it be like this, and I'm not sure. Maybe I'll change something on the birds later. This page, often I try to match the pages, but this is not one of those. This was for the color long, when still Barbara was hosting the color long. Now it's sorry, I can't remember Instagram names when I don't have them in front of me. But it's another girl that is hosting it now. And this was an attempt to do a Katrine always color scheme. I found it was I think it was another color along, and I found a picture she had done, and I tried to do it in similar colors. And again, green and orange. If you have seen my part 1 of this video, you will see that I have a lot of pictures that is orange and green, especially from the beginning. And this I worked a long time with. It's a gold acrylics around the edges. I'm not super excited about these pages. I think this is too much purple. And I don't like the wings on these ones. I might redo them, just adding more white or something, I don't know. Thank you, Jody. Oh, yeah, I think the background here is quite, I mean, it's super vivid, and I used a lot of Prismacolor on it. But maybe it's this page that I don't like them together. I don't know. It's something. Or maybe it's just that I like my pictures when I work on them, but later I'm like, meh. they don't speak so much to me when I have left them. Then I'm into my my newest projects. And yeah, this I really like this when I worked on it, and I still like this very much. I wanted this page to match this, but it was hard. It was difficult for me as there were so many different flowers and things, and I didn't know how to. I mean, this has less elements, so I didn't know how to fix this, but this is the result. And I'm quite happy with it. And I don't like this because it looks like the water is poisoned. I didn't want, I wanted some green, but when I had done it, I was like, no, it just looked poisoned. But then it looked like it looked. I like this more. It's quite subtle for be a page for me, with a brownish background and a brownish shell. And this page, it's quite smudged in her face from this page. But I worked a long time on this page, and I wanted her to, I was inspired by Gilded Age, Berta in Gilded Age, if you have seen that series. And I think I might have added the hat. I'm not sure, I don't remember the original, but that might be, I think I did that. And every time I add something, it's super challenging, and I have to pat myself on my shoulder and say, good work. It's always good to try new things and be brave. I mean, it's nothing really bad that can happen. And this was also, I think, a page for the color along. And this too. And here I definitely try to make matching pages. I think I like that one more than that one. But maybe that's because I often like pictures best when they are more focused and not so spread out and plotted. Plotted, I don't know. I just use words and hope they mean what I intend them to mean. Yeah, this page. I'm quite curious how I will color this page, because if I wanted to match this page, which I'm not super happy with, but I wanted it to be quite muted, even if it's colorful as well. We'll see. This was the latest one. I finished it yesterday, I think. And I wanted a little bit of retro vintage feeling in it. So I brought out my soft pastels for the background, and I used my most muted set of colored pencils, which is Derwent Drawing, because when I use them, I can't do those vivid pages I usually do. The fish. Oh, how I worked on this. It was some time ago, but I remember I worked a lot with the different shades on the colors on the fish body. And this is really old. I think this might be one of the first portraits I tried. Okay. Jag streamar, jag kommer strax. Now the food is arriving, and with my husband. So I'm just going to finish this up. Yeah, this is an old one with some kind of water-based medium. And this is a newer one. I think I maybe did it last year or the year before that. Another page, and I mostly do the same colors. If I choose to do a flower in one color, I do all the flowers in the same colors. But here I wanted to be more adventurous, so I did blue and purple and green and orange. Pastils maybe is the right word, I don't know. So here I wanted to use, this was the one I did first, so I wanted to do it all in blue, and I was quite pleased with it, how it turned out, but my plan was from the start to do them looking like glass birds, and I don't think they do that at all. So I failed my plan, but it's okay. This one is not maybe looking so good, but I wanted the opposite color, and I found an inspiration picture on Instagram. No, I don't think it was Instagram, on Google, that was a drawing of an orange girl. So I tried to copy that, and this is how it looked. Here, more colorful pages, more purple, and this girl, every portrait takes so much time, and I don't like very much to color them just like skin looks. I think it's more fun when I add something, other colors or something. So here I try to do it's blue and purple. It took a lot of time, and I think the body was actually the hardest part because I didn't know how to color that. And the cat, I wish I had managed to do the wings more fluffy, but I didn't manage to do that. Here we have, I almost said my masterpiece, but how I worked with this background. And I was very happy when I finished it, and I think it's one of my most liked pictures on Instagram. Yeah. This was made with a pencil set I don't use much because I don't like it very much, but it was Pablo. I think they have great turquoise colors, so I used that. It was quite a long time ago. And this was, I think it was some kind of a competition on a Hanna Karlsson group on Facebook many years ago, and it was super fun doing. I wouldn't color it like this now, but I remembered it was fun. And here are also two, this is quite new. And as you can see, another one where the skin is not skin colored. It's more blue, it's very blue. And I wanted it to match this page that I did last year maybe. And yeah, this one I have problem with. I don't know what it is. I was thinking of doing the background here, maybe black, but no, maybe this should be a moon instead. I don't know. It's something about this I don't like, but I worked really hard on this and it took a long time. And the last picture, which I made some years ago, the golden bug, the golden apple, and with the diamond in the middle. I'm quite pleased with this. But that was it. My book, the book I have color most pictures in. And I guess it will keep being that way as I still do the one picture a month as part of the color along on Instagram. But yeah, thank you. I have to leave now for eating late lunch. And the light will soon vanish from outside, so it will be too dark to stream. Maybe another day I will have the confidence to color again on stream. I don't know. I'm still a mess when I color. But if you want that, yeah, you can post a comment here and say what do you want me to stream next time. So have a nice day and goodbye and see you. Bye.